What would you do if one day you found your sensitive videos all over the internet? Then you lost everything from your marriage, your job, and your reputation. That was what happened to me. My name's Nora, 25 years old. I was an ordinary 9-to-5 office worker. Although I'm a girl, I was an IT specialist. Due to my job, I was pretty quiet and introverted, but I had a peaceful life with my husband, Finn. One day when I went to the office as usual, something shocking happened. When I stepped into the office, all eyes were on me. Everyone pointed at me and whispered heatedly. I knew I was the target, but I was never the kind of girl who easily got involved in drama. What had happened? Not only that, there were a few male colleagues who deliberately touched me and looked at me pervertedly when they walked by my spot. I almost lost it when a guy told me unpleasantly, "Don't try to pretend. Isn't this what you want?" I stood there, furious and puzzled by the laughter of my colleagues. Then, Ellie, my best friend from high school, who was also my colleague, took me to a corner and asked if I knew that my sensitive video was shared online. I thought she was joking. I'm a very private person. There was no video to begin with. But after Ellie showed me the video, I began to understand what was going on. Everyone was sharing a video in which the main girl was me. The video has two parts. In the first scene, I was texting while wearing a sexy dress and seemed slightly drunk. The rest of the video showed the screen on my phone with flirty messages from me to the waiter at the restaurant in which I was dining. In the text, I boasted that I had a lot of money and wanted to have an affair with a young man because my husband couldn't get it up. What? Those words are definitely not from me. I bet I was the only one who knew that this video was edited. That night, I went out with a couple of close friends to celebrate my 5th time in a row to get the Best Employee of the Year. Someone secretly filmed me when I was drunk at the restaurant and added the fake messages. But nobody believed me except Ellie, my only best friend. The others who saw the video all doubted me, no matter how hard I tried to explain it to them. I was laughed at and ridiculed. It made me so angry and hurt. Beside Ellie, the only other person I could rely on was Finn, my husband. I was hoping that he would defend and protect me from this malicious prank. But instead, Finn was mad at me after watching the video. My own husband didn't believe me. He was already a jealous guy, and no matter how hard I tried to prove the video was fake, he still thought I was lying and what happened in the video was true. He was angry about the part that said he couldn't get it up. It damaged his pride and it made him embarrassed. After our heated argument, Ben coldly left me alone and depressed in a dark room. It was like the end of the world to me. And in the midst of that breakdown, I immediately thought of Ellie, the only person I could trust. Ellie appeared right in front of me just 10 minutes later. She comforted me and was extremely angry with the culprit. Ellie pulled me up, forced me to be strong. She promised to help me find out the truth. I was so lucky to have Ellie. It took Ellie a whole night to comfort me and get my spirits up. The next morning, I decided that I had to get to the bottom of the truth. Ellie and I went to the police to report everything. She also suggested that I come home and ask the restaurant owner to check the security camera video to find out who framed me. But unfortunately, due to privacy policy, the restaurant declined to show us anything. After we had successfully convinced the policeman to assist us in our investigation, the restaurant owner had no other choice but to show us the video. But how strange, all videos of that night malfunctioned. Without a string of proof, we hopelessly came back home. The investigation seemed to slow down because there wasn't any evidence. A few days later, another video was posted, and this one was even better edited than the last one. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference from a glimpse. However, as a person who worked in the technology industry, I realized that the video was modified with Deepnude, a technology that uses AI to put a person's image into an available video. And this time too, someone expertly inserted my face into an adult video. I began to think that the one who made these videos may be close to me. It was the only way they had so many images of me and other information to make such a great video. But at least with the appearance of the second video, I proved my innocence to Finn. He watched the second video too. He's my husband, so he knew the clear differences between the girl's body in the video and mine. It's definitely an edited recording. But only Ellie and Finn believed me. Everyone else just blindly spread the video online and thought I was really the girl in it. The whole world was turning its back on me. Whether I explained or published proofs, they still attacked me with vulgar words. I was slowly drained and exhausted. When I was extremely depressed, only Ellie was on my side. taking care of me and telling me to be strong. But you know, for a girl who's private and just wants a peaceful life like me, it was a huge shock. It was too much to bear. No matter how much comforting Ellie and Finn was, I was still hurt by everyone's malicious attack. I constantly thought of death. One time, I went to the rooftop of the company with the intention of committing suicide. Only death could end this. It was very empty. Other than those who wanted to die like me, no one would want to be there. I started to cry and thought about what happened. I could never find the culprit. I went quiet for a long time and looked down, ready to step on the balcony and jump. At that exact time, I heard a male voice on the other side of the rooftop. "Are you satisfied with the video?" It was Drake's voice. I wouldn't confuse his voice with anyone's because it was distinctive. He was a mean, sneaky man who confessed his love to me in front of the company and was rejected bluntly. Immediately after that, a female voice replied, "Well, it's okay, but Nora is skilled enough to point out where the video was edited. Be more careful." Ha ha ha, I think she really wants to die now, just as you prefer. I want more than that. I'll give you the money as soon as you finish the third video. And remember, to be more careful this time. Ellie? It's her voice, my trusted best friend. She created this mess. When I knew who was behind this, I felt like I was reborn, as I figured it must be someone close to me, but I didn't expect it to be Ellie. I didn't think about death anymore. I had to bring light to the truth. That night, I stayed at the office on purpose. When it was just me, I went to Drake's desk and opened his laptop, but no trace of video editing was found in it. Luckily, I saw the conversation between Ellie and him. In it, Ellie sent him my pictures to make the video. And more interestingly, she also talked about Finn's private story and all the little things I had shared with her. That's why she knew my weak points and made it so easy. But why did Ellie harm me? I planned to find out. The next day, I deliberately carried coffee past Drake and pretended to accidentally dump it on his laptop and apologize. I offered to bring his device to repair. This way, I would be able to extract his data and get evidence for the police. But he panicked and dismissed it. He kept clinging to his laptop and said not to sweat the small stuff, and he would bring it to repair himself. He even assured me not to be too worried. His odd attitude explained it all. When Drake wasn't at his desk, I quickly swapped his computer with another damaged one that I had prepared for my plan. Being an IT specialist, it wasn't too hard for me to find all the data on Drake's laptop and the conversations between him and Ellie exchanging information about creating my video. I had all the proof I needed, and it was time to make them pay. This time, Finn wanted to take me to the police station to denounce the perpetrator, but I stopped him. Ellie was my only best friend who had been with me since high school. We overcame many difficulties together. I didn't want to destroy all of that. If I told the police, Ellie would be arrested. I wanted to meet her directly to know why she did that to me, but I couldn't contact her anymore. Finn and I went to Drake's house first. When he opened the door, my husband, unable to contain his anger, rushed to beat him and tied him to a chair without waiting for him to react. At first, he denied the crime, but after I showed the evidence I got from his laptop, he pleaded guilty. Drake confessed that he was very bitter since he was rejected by me in front of everyone. He hated me because I then showed his cheesy flirting messages to a few of my colleagues. It made Drake feel like a clown at the company. Because of that, he always quietly harbored an intention of revenge. Until one time, when he accidentally found out that Ellie felt the same, the two of them shook hands. It was Ellie who made the initiative in making this proposal. Ellie would use Deepnude to create the videos, and Drake would publish them anonymously and make it hard to track them. He also spread the video all over the web, so the video went viral like a virus. Drake told us that Ellie did this because she loved Finn, so she wanted me to lose everything. Work, credibility, and Finn's love. She envied me. I had Finn, colleagues who supported me, and the title Best Employee in the workplace, and she had been my shadow all those years. Her hatred and jealousy had made her do the most cruel things in the world. Finn and I took Drake to the police station and turned him in. With all the evidence and Drake's confession, Ellie was also arrested shortly afterward. They went to jail for defamation. I was heartbroken, but I shouldn't regret a toxic relationship like that. We also forced the two of them to shoot a video of apology and prove my innocence in front of everyone. After that, my integrity and reputation were restored, but it wasn't all that easy. It took me a while to stop having nightmares about it. Things have gone down and everyone had stopped talking about it, even though those videos are still somewhere on the internet. The power of the internet is so scary. It seemed like nothing could be completely erased. After everything, I can still see the bright side of my life. At least Ben is always by my side. He is always there, supporting me through all the difficulties.